Hi everyone, welcome to our topic today, and I'm Harry from TopOn. And today I'm going to share how to develop a monetization strategy on the COVID-19 period. And today my contents will contain three parts. The first one is how mobile games and ad monetization developed during the COVID-19 and how to develop an advertising strategy during this period. And at last, I'm going to give you a brief introduction about TopOn mediation platform. So the first part is how mobile games and ad monetization have developed during COVID-19. So firstly, I'm going to share you some brief information worldwide. And from these two graphs, you will see that the mobile game market growth accelerated during the pandemic and also exceeding around 200 billion at the end of 2023. And also mobile gaming will be the fastest growing segment over the coming years. And also, as for the ad monetization revenue of global mobile games, and it will increase continuously. And it is estimated that by 2023, the total scale of global mobile game advertising monetization revenue will reach 45.2 billion US dollars. And here I have listed some eCPMs in major countries of Cara games for reference. And from these two parts, you can see that Japan has the highest eCPMs for rewarded videos and interstitials on Android versions, and also the overall eCPM of splash advertising format is lower than that of Android. So from this part, you can see that the average eCPM and monetization levels worldwide, especially for some specific countries. And also for the retentions part, comparing the retention rate of major Cara games in 2020, and we can see that only Japan did not experience a decline. And also South Korea has the highest overall user retention. And also the LTV in major countries of Cara games, and also Japan and the USA have the charts, and also Japan has lower LTV 1 to 40 and it picks up over time. And also in Hong Kong, Macau, and the Taiwan regions of China, iOS performs better than Android, and iOS LTV is close to South Korea. So how do Cara games compare in China versus invest? And here I'm going to give you two examples. The first one is about the slicing, and I think this is a very typical Cara games worldwide, and it's very easy to play and just using karting and feel relaxed. And also, this is another very typical game here in China. Its name is Sunny Peak Fun. It's a social and make money game. And for this game, it's very popular here in China. And until now, it has gained over 100 million users, both for iOS and Android versions. So for these two typical games, I'm going to give you a brief summary of the similarities and the differences of these games. So for the similarities part, and we can see that for the product level, the themes are close to life and localized characteristics. And for the playing methods, it's easy to learn and play and can do it all with only one finger. And the sustainability and is a player can play the game continuously. And for the monetization level, they are based on the in-app advertising. And also they are all using the rewarded videos, interstitials, and the banners. And also they have designed similar scenarios for ad monetization. And for the differences, so for the Sunny Peak Farm, which is a very typical game in China, they do have the localized characteristics. That means the red pocket mode. And also the player's desire of making money and have designed 7 ad scenarios to stimulate it. And for the slicing game, the most satisfying scanned card game, and also takes the advantages of an interesting playing methods as its core, and also the interstitials are more frequent. So the cross-promotion feature has been added to acquire more free new users in this game as well. So also, the similarities and the differences, we can see that also for the products part, the themes are closer to life. And also simple operations and easy playing can attract more users to playing these games. And also for the game numerical control and sustainable scenarios. And also for the monetizations part, the designs of in-app advertising scenarios and the formats are similar. And also they can gain new users for other games from your studio through the cross-promotion feature, which is very popular nowadays. And also for the differences is for the Chinese and global markets, and we can see that localization is not only limited to the product itself, and it also contains the policies and the local app stores, and also user acquisition and monetization. So for this part, I'm going to share the values of TopOn's mediation platforms for Chinese and global markets. And the first part is about our senior functions and the strategies. And what following is a very typical feature for the TopOn mediation. And from this part and this picture, and you can see that the final ECPM will be higher than the floor we set after configuration. And you can set different price floors and select the best price and ECPMs of ads from different ad networks to display. The high ECPM the floor is, and we can see that the lower the fill rate will be. So the best thing to balance the fill rate and the ECPM and is to set the correct or accurate vote flairings. And when integrating several ad platforms, and operators could set multiple ECPM floors according to the performance from different ad platforms, and the revenue will be higher through cross-sorting among ad platforms. And the second one is about the head bidding. So we all know that the head bidding is very popular recent years. Comparing to the traditional waterfall mode, the head bidding will be more efficiency. Since the customers and the publishers can only select the best bidding partners, and they do not need to set the waterfall larynx, and they can get the bidding price immediately, and they can comparing the prices and select the best ones through the bidding mode. And since for most ad networks, they do provide two kinds of features. So one is the waterfall larynx sortings, and the other is head bidding. So the best thing or the best way to get to the highest ECPMs to maximize their revenue is we need to do the intelligent high bid sorting. It will be more transparent, more efficient, more intelligent, and can get more revenue. So maximize the revenue of each expression through setting the structures of flexibility. Comparing and combining the traditional waterfall and in-app bidding can help you to select the best ones in these two modes. And according to the characteristics and the actual communications from each platform, and we can set the best modes according to our requirements. And also segmentation is also a very important part to do the strategy. Here are some traditional or very typical segment for reference. So the country is the most special dimension, and pertaining to the key countries, you had better try sort of the border force separately. For example, if you have the traffics globally, maybe in tier 1 countries, tier 2 countries, and even in some APEC countries like China, Japan, and Korea, you need to select the separate ad networks and also to do the separate waterfall layerings and also head bidding segmentations. And also for some platforms are both user acquisition channels and monetization channels. So the performance of this part will be better for the users who are attributed to their own user acquisition channel. So this is another very typical segment method. And also A/B testing is a very important and a typical role for customers and publishers to do and find the best strategy to maximize your revenue. You can guarantee the experience and also evaluate the potentials of ad placements accurately, and also get to know types and the preference from your users. So you can test the different ad placements, test the waterfall sortings, and also add frequency and up limit time by using the A/B testing feature. So after you have tried and find the best strategy, you can apply for the entire traffics to maximize your revenue. So if you're using the A/B test feature, you will find the best way and to find the best strategy. And the last is about the cross-promotion feature. And this part is very typical and popular during these days, since diverse users for new games build their own game metrics. So if you're using the cross-promotion feature, you can get new users from your existing games and to get the new diverse customers. And also it can help to increase the user stickiness, and also customize the cross-promotion placements can help you to gain better user distributors from other games. So also we need to note that it should be noted that the cross-promotion function should be considered in conjunction with ad revenue. And also, if you don't want to affect the existing ad revenue, you can design the exclusive ad placements in the game for the cross-promotion campaigns. And also, we all know that nowadays more and more game publishers and customers are focused on the IOI, LTV, and ROAS. So the user channels or the device level data is very important for customers to evaluate its ROI. So of course, for TopOn, we can offer the channel-based or even user-based data to help advertisers and publishers evaluate their cost of UA and the revenue reasonably. So for the next part, I'm going to share some information about the Chinese market. And we all know that the Chinese market is very huge. So if you have not tried this market, I think it's a very good chance for you to try right now. So here in China, we have some specific characteristics. Highly fragmented Android and App Store landscape will be listed here for your reference. So here in China, it can be divided into two parts of app stores for Android devices. One is from the mobile devices manufacturers like Xiaomi, Huawei, Oppo, Vivo, or other mobile manufacturers. Since they do have their own ecosystem, so if you buy their mobile devices, they will provide their own app stores for customers to download apps from their own ecosystem. And also for third-party app stores like 360 or Tencent, Baidu, they do provide the third-party app stores for the Android apps games. And for all developers, if you want to cover more users, you need to cover these two kinds of stores. And also here in China, it's very complex. The market is very complex since we do have the multiple policy requirements here in China. The first is about the numerous Android stores, as I mentioned in my previous page. There are two types of mainstream stores: mobile device manufacturer-owned stores and also the third-party app stores. And the second is about the APK packing. Since a very localized operation method here in China to adapt to the multiple Android stores, in order to divide it or get to know the performance from different app stores, and also you want to do the tracking, the APK packing is very important for this part. And for most of again Android developers, they need to provide dozens of APK packages for each Android stores and each release of new versions of app. And third part is about the attribution. Since here in China, each type of stores have their own ad system. Like the OEM stores don't support any type of ad attribution, and also most of ad placements inside third-party stores support ad attribution. And also for Android APK hijacking and also for direct download, also we'll have a lot of difficulties for game publishers to settle the attribution issues. And the last part is about the promotion and the monetization. The most powerful mediation players in West are not allowed within Chinese mainland. So here in China, we all know that like the Facebook, Google, Twitter, and Snapchat, due to the network issue, due to network connection issue, maybe they are not so popular here in China. So if you want to do more user acquisition and apps promotion, you had better select the local channels. So to adapt to the local advertising ecosystem to gain user growth is very important for the customers who are willing to enter the Chinese market. And also here for the localized solutions for ad monetization SDK. And mediation SDK is also very popular, and you need to know that as well. So for TopOn China Alliance, so for this project, what we do is we want to help the customers and the publishers to enter the Chinese market. So for TopOn China Alliance, we will help to connect with the local service providers and the distributors with the app developers worldwide. And now we can provide the two kinds of cooperation methods. So one is we can help to provide a comprehensive solution. That means we can help to connect with the local distributors. Our exclusive cooperation for one-stop local service provider is NativeX, and they can help you to driving the ROI and growth for all sectors of a business through universal access to digital channels across China and the rest of the world. And of course, if you only want to work with some service provider locally, and we can help you to connect with some maybe the translator agencies or local distributors like Joypack, Magic Studio, and Tencent. And of course, we are going to release a website named TopOn China Alliance. You can help to connect with more local service providers in various aspects in the industries. And of course, if you want to know more detailed information and want to contact us to get more detailed information, and you can get in touch with us. And here's some information for reference. And of course, you can also log in our dashboard to try the mediation platform. And the last part, I'm going to give you a brief introduction about TopOn. So TopOn offers a mediation platform for global mobile app publishers to level up ads revenue. And we have established in 2018, and until now we have around 15 million daily active users, and we have around more than 3.5 million US dollars revenue per day. And the TopOn Mediation SDK gives the publishers across to global over 30 advertising platforms, which can achieve one-stop global traffic management, maximize every ad impressions revenue. Compared with a single access advertising platform, the monetization income is at least 20% higher. And for TopOn features, we have 4 typical advantages. The first one is 100% unbiased. Since TopOn, we do not have our own ad network, nor do we have our own internal demands. So therefore, we are uniquely able to evaluate the performance of our demand partners from a neutral point of view to maximize the publisher's revenue. And also, we can guarantee that the data transparency, since all publishers can monitor each advertising platforms and the performance through TopOn platforms, which can help publishers quickly grasp the performance of advertising and optimize advertising in a timely manner that will save time and effort. And the third is we can guarantee 100% platform management rights to the publishers. And you can manage TopOn platforms to optimize advertising by themselves, such as word for ranking, A/B test, ad space management, and so on. And also, we do support global server deployment. That means no matter your traffics are in here in China or globally, we can help to support all the traffics to do monetization. And here are some typical ad networks we can support. For multiple Chinese and global platforms to support it, we can help developers to maximize ad revenue in different areas. And at present, there are more than thousands of cooperative customers covering global traffic, and the daily advertising requests will exceed 10 billion. So here are some icons for reference. They are very typical and popular games here in China and even globally. And right now we are cooperating game customers include like Joypack, Microphone, Mini Play, and more famous and top game publishers and developers worldwide as well, like Voodoo and Quali, Ubisoft, G-Smart, and more. And that's all for my today's presentation and sharing. And thanks for your time. And if you have any questions, and you can ask me freely. Okay, thanks for your time. And if you have any further questions or want to share or know more about TopOn and experience on our platform, or contact us to know more about the local environment, the service providers, and also the market, please feel free to contact us. Yeah, thanks for your time. Have a great day.